Alrighty. I've got all the mods 9 loaded up. Intros are always the most difficult, aren't they? Especially when it's like your second video ever. Your first video was like complete and total garbage. But I'm just gonna take about like half an hour here. I'm just going to record. See what I can do. If that sounds familiar to any of you, you might have watched Knarfy's video on collecting everything, in vanilla Minecraft at least. I tried making a mod pack kind of like that, but because he made it for 26.1 Fabric of all things, that just did not work out. So I've instead decided to take one of the most quest heavy mod packs ever. I mean, like, if you can, that's a lot to do, a whole bunch here to do. So gives me lots of stuff to kind of keep track of my progression with. So I've got some goodies here. Just gotta collect everything. Yeah, I broke this rubber tree here. Evidently that was an entire quest line in itself. Yeah, I've never played all the mods 9 before, so I don't know how this is going to go. That's a lot of stuff for something I've never even seen before. Yeah. So I'm just gonna get started here. I don't exactly have all that much to talk about like most YouTubers. Other than the game, of course. But I mean, like, I'm hoping to turn this into a series. That's something to talk about. Cause like I've definitely enjoyed lots of series, probably a lot more than the usual YouTube watcher, at least nowadays. And it does kind of dishearten me to see all of these one-offs dishearten. That just goes to show what kind of person I am, isn't it? Doesn't it? But I enjoy watching series a lot more than I do watching one-offs, or even like I really enjoy watching nice long videos, whether it's like leaving music on in the background or doing something like watching a nice long couple hours of someone just playing a Minecraft mod pack. But that just doesn't kind of work these days because of, I kind of need the sticks first, don't I? And I've got twigs here. If I am to assume correctly, twigs can be made into sticks. Okay, yeah, so it's not even like that, it's just, oh hey, would you look at that, lots of sticks. But yeah, I don't really like the way the internet has kind of gone with series and such, and making even just long form content. So I'm just going to see if I can find a small niche of people who, well, I guess it's not small if there's multi-million subscriber YouTubers out there who are doing basically exactly what I'm planning on doing. But I just want to make a small community of people who like watching long form content rather than wasting away in front of phone screen watching complete and total garbage. Though it isn't like I'm not guilty. I mean, heck, just before now I was waiting to get started and I was scrolling on my phone. Well, not scrolling, I've got shorts turned off, but I was watching shorter content. And of course, like YouTube notifications, you can watch shorts from those instead of needing to actually scroll. The short recording I did before this, when I broke that first log of the rubber tree, if you didn't notice, I did. I'm gonna try and not have my keyboard be as loud, but also that would require probably just getting myself a silent keyboard, and I don't have that at the moment, so you're going to hear me spamming away. Dang it. Yeah. I don't really want to talk about myself too much, at least not like personal life, just because of the way the internet is nowadays. There's that too that I don't like, is the fact that so many people like stealing information, and I'm the kind of person that focuses on such negative things, so that's usually a large portion of what I'm watching as well. But it's so I'm not gonna talk about my personal life, at least, but probably just even from this first bit here, you can tell that I'm not exactly speedrunner. I don't do I don't do things super duper quickly. But I do like doing the more complex side of stuff, like not too terribly good with combat, but I am pretty good with tech mods. And lo and behold, I'm playing Mods 9, probably one of the most tech focused mod packs out there. By focused, I mean like at least it's tech heavy. I mean storage, logistics, resources, tech, Greg Tech, all of this fun stuff. Next to none of it probably actually deals with combat. I mean, like Apotheosis is semi-combat based. And then obviously tools have a whole bunch of swords. That was a lag spike, wasn't it? What is it telling me to collect? Ah, that's what that is. Are there any others like that that I missed? No. Good. What was I talking about? If I can't remember what I was talking about, I can talk about something new. Like the fact that the sun's already setting and I should probably have some sort of shelter. I don't know why I'm getting salmoniac. I don't need that for a while. If anything, this tin's probably going to do me a lot better. Like, for example, welcoming to the thermal series. Yeah. I guess it is worth mentioning that I don't have a timer set up, so this isn't going to be exactly 30 minutes. His timer mod also is only for 26.1 fabric, but I'm just going to kind of do approximately 30 minutes. I'm not going to have myself get kicked from the world. It's getting late enough, I guess this can be my home. But it's... I don't know how they are able to yap on for so long. Normally I like the sound of my voice, but nothing's coming to me. It's just focusing on playing Minecraft and making a garbage YouTube video that's probably only gonna get at max 100 views. Why don't we make a door? Yeah. Probably something, I mean like probably something worth mentioning that I'm gonna try and vary how I start sentences, but don't expect perfection, because as I said, it's starter YouTuber, tripping over my own words. Not doing the greatest job here, am I? set up, just so it's not like completely pitch dark. Can get the tin started, get map started. Altamodium. Let's get that there. Let's see what's nearby, although I have a map for this exact reason. I could like hang it up maybe. So, cobblestone, let's get a couple furnaces. What the drunk? I guess there's new names. I mean, I guess that would make sense. But also that just completely and totally, oh hey, would you look at that? But let's just get that running. I did not grab any wool and I don't have any string. Is there any wool or string to collect? No. Thermalpedia. Probably toss that there too. I'll just hold on to this. Did not mean to run into my desk like that. Literally just trying to sit back. You see, this is kind of a problem, especially with myself, is there's going to be a good bit of just dead air where I'm not even really going to be saying much of anything. If this is ore, what is it that requires a diamond pickaxe. Wonderful. Great job. Great job. You're doing so well. I guess best I can hope is attract people. Well, I mean, I guess hopefully I won't get like completely berated by people. Hopefully the only people who actually watch this video all the way through are people who actually care about being nice. But I am fumbling left and right here. No, give me that. Leonard the cheese sprayer. I do not want to know what that means. Got raw zinc. Tin's nearly done. Swap that out for the raw zinc. Have that going in there. Being combat averse, the first night's I usually have like just kind of a small hole in the ground that I make like this. Not all that pretty, not all that big, just enough to kind of get started and wait out the cruel dark nights. Does tin have armor? That's not helpful at all. Platinum. Maybe I could just look at what I can make with the tin. That might be a good idea. Lots of repair kits, lots of dust, lots of mechanism stuff. Although that's a lot of different tins. Yeah. So I guess there isn't tin armor. Good to know. I'll just get the copper smelting. And if I put all the mods in the title, I bet I'll probably attract someone who'd yell at me for just smelting the copper ore instead of waiting to process it, or even, heck, I wouldn't be surprised if I have people yelling at me for not being super duper coal efficient and everything. Just gotta wait for iron. Maybe I can like get started on heading downwards. This is usually how I busy myself, at least at the beginning, is there. I just kind of sit here, go mining downwards, have a furnace going, a furnace or two. Dead air, dead air, dead air, dead air. Something to talk about, something to talk about. I guess I could kind of talk preemptively about where I'm hoping my channel will go. Because, like, I'm not one of those people who, like, dedicate their entire lives to Minecraft. I've got other games installed on my computer here. And I mean, like, I might do some Terraria content, might do Minecraft and Terraria adjacent games. Maybe I'll do something where, like, occasionally I'll just pick up a random... That was a fox? Huh. Maybe I'll do, like, random, I don't know, indie games. I mean, like, technically I'm currently working on a game with a friend. It's voxel based, kind of like Minecraft, but that's where similarities end because it takes place in a giant asteroid field where the planet that was initially there crumbled due to a corruption. The working name currently is Tenebrity, though I don't know how long that's going to stick. And the friend's already made like a couple games. This is my first game, but he's already made like a good handful. I think he's put them on Steam and then they've like all flopped. There's also the fact that he made lots of VR games, and this is like one of his first few where it's like an actual computer game, something that you play with a mouse and keyboard. But it's getting something like that out to public is going to take a while. Currently it's barely functional. You can barely call it a game. And currently it's just random pieces of code glued together by a Unity project. Oh hey, the sun's rising. But it's also my first kind of actually working on a game. So far I've only taken like he and I are currently in a AP computer science class. I'm nearly done with that, of course, but just that's kind of about as far as I've gone with programming, even though I've I hated that. Why? I'm in the middle of talking about making a game that's barely a game at the moment, and you had to come up and take out half my hearts. And my heart. That didn't like hurt all that much. That was just like really, that caught me off guard horribly. Ugh. No, no, no. Give me the torches back. Yeah, so, working on game, potentially will make videos on more games. Oh, hey, look. It's Botania. It took my brain a second. It's not mystical agriculture. Mystical agriculture is completely different. I'm assuming that was a bee? Yeah, like I've never even really... Oh. Hello, guy. Ah! I hit C to zoom, but I forgot that zoom isn't in here. And it opened up... Oh! This is Psy. Ain't that just fun? I didn't even realize Psy was in this mod pack. All I knew is that it's all the mods, so... But, that creeper, like, startled me. My brain's still restarting. Ugh. Who'd want to watch some teenager that's startled by a camouflaged creeper nearly blowing him up, and then having his heart promptly give out? Why am I talking about my heart so much? I'm not from the 80s. Not even the 80s, 1800s. 1800s is more like it. Maybe it's because I'm reading Frankenstein. I don't know. Not even like a modernized version is the original Frankenstein. It is extremely difficult to read. Assume iron gave me lots of goodies. I get something right. Stone! Why, thank you. And there's like 1,000,002 better things in there. What else did I miss? Railcraft, you say? I'll take steel. Steel's got lots of good uses. But, does the flower pouch hold? Yes, it does hold flowers, not petals. Good to be reminded of. I'm just going to make another... Oh yeah, I forgot that... I think there's a mod in here that just like completely removes the recipe book. I was thinking of just clicking this to quickly get a couple more furnaces. I'll just get one set up there and get some iron loaded in. I bet I get some more wood. Plenty sure I'm going to be needing lots and lots of wood. Now I am noticing there's a structure on the mini-map. Yeah, if you can't tell, I've got I swapped out Journey Map for Zeros, although Journey Map technically still is in here. And then I've got a couple resource packs, but other than that, this is just the original All the Mods 9, straight off CurseForge. Just finish chopping this down. Got myself lots of twigs to make sticks with. Tin, aluminum. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna go check out that structure. Maybe if I want to talk a bit more about channel, I guess something worth mentioning with this, even though I am, that's a bathhouse, never mind. Even though I am kind of taking inspiration from Knarfy's Collect Everything series. I am doing things a bit differently, more than just playing all the mods 9. It's playing for a half hour instead of 20 minutes. Maybe I'll do longer, maybe I'll do shorter, just kind of depends on what I feel like. But then also I'm thinking of recording these a bit more like clumped up during the weekends, because I still do have school left. But then I release it over the course of the week as a kind of every other day thing rather than every day. What did I get now? Ad Astra. Can go to the moon and beyond. Are there any other more interesting trees about? How about, I think that is that over there. Yep. And that also means that there's an entity somewhere nearby. Oh, hey. Yeah, that needs iron. But, I can get myself some Ars Nouveau started. I'm used to Blazing Archwood being a bit more orange. This is more red than I'm used to. Maybe it's just because of maybe the shader or something. Normally, my computer is like complete garbage with shaders, but after a bit of fixing around, because I guess here's a good topic to talk about. I use Linux. I am not currently using Windows. I don't like Windows. And instead, I've decided to torture myself with the thing that is Zorin OS. And if you know anything about Linux, you know that NVIDIA's drivers just don't like Linux, especially when it comes to something like shaders or anything more graphically intense. But with a recent update to Zorin, and then I upgraded my NVIDIA graphics driver, my computer is able to run a lot better now. I might, if I feel ever so inclined to, might make videos playing Helldivers 2, because that's kind of what got me into wanting to fix my graphics drivers, because normally I'm completely fine playing without shaders, but Helldivers 2 was having some major issues to the point where it was basically unplayable. But with all these fixes, it's now just about as playable as ever, and I can actually enjoy playing it with friends again. And if I ever feel possessed to, I'll make a video on it someday. For now, I'm just gonna redistribute this coal. Would have been nice to... Oh. Nice thing about single player, I can just pause it. Just a friend. Probably worth bringing OBS back up. But it would have been nice to find some sheep, or even like a spider, or lots of string. That would have been really nice. But I guess I'll have to hold out on a bed. I mean, like, I'm plenty sure there's a million and two other ways I can make a bed in this mod pack. All the modded woods, more of the modded woods, washing a bed with soap, or dyeing the bed. Since when can I enchant a bed? Okay, I guess. But yeah, I'm just not gonna have a bed for another night. Instead, I'll spend it mining my way downwards, collecting more ore. Yeah, joke I make is I have dwarven blood in my veins just from the fact that I like mining. Especially like all the resource-based games and such. I really enjoy playing those kinds of games. If you've ever played Dome Keeper, I might make a video on that at some point. Maybe once I get the Lost Keepers DLC, that could be fun. But that's the kind of game that I like enjoying because it's resource collection. It's mining and it's resource collection. That's a big cave. It's probably where the zombie villager is coming from. I'd like to explore that a little bit more. Yeah, I just before recording, I decided to watch Knarfy's video released today, May 23rd, and his entire spiel with well, I guess it isn't a spiel, just kind of his entire chain of events, series of events of him getting absolutely demolished by multiple wardens was hilarious, and I know that is never happening with me ever. As just not the kind of thing that I'll even put myself into the position of getting stuck in. But I will gladly descend into this cave, not knowing what dangers lurk. Let's see here. How can I get lower? I've got sneak on toggle instead of hold like normal, just because of the fact that I've tumbled off one too many cliffs, and still getting used to that actually. And keep on holding down the key when I don't need to. Is there like any blocks down here that I can build off of? I'd like to have a comprehensive staircase before falling to my death. No, quark, I don't want to place there. Do not want to place there. There we go. Make that not as much of a head hitter. Shave it down a little bit. Make sure there's plenty of torches, because that's kind of important. And a way to get up here might be nice as well. There we are. Good to go. Let's see what's down here. Lots and lots of emissive ores. That's one of the requires iron. That's one of the resource packs I've got here is emissive ores. Though it might be a good idea to grab Fulbright, just because of the fact that darkness does not do well with videos. Normally I'm just fine with the darkness, but that's me, and YouTube compresses the video anyways. So this is a lot of tin that I don't think I need to collect all of. Now I'll leave the thorium there. Coal is nice. I mean, I guess it depends on how much it actually gets compressed as an end result, but at least for me currently, I can see pretty well. I think that's partly due to the shaders. But I guess I'll have to look at the video once I actually post it and see what YouTube does to it. Or if I don't get around to it, I'm plenty sure at least someone could leave a response saying, it looks like complete and total garbage, or looks perfectly fine to me. I don't know. I don't know how many people are even going to see this because of I don't quite know how the algorithm works quite yet, other than it likes to screw people over. But it's the adventures of becoming a YouTuber, especially in today's world. Let's see what's down here. Absolutely nothing. It was a complete waste of my time. And torches. But, there's a couple zombies. Spotted an Enderman. There wouldn't happen to be any iron here, would there? I do not see any. There's a fox. But, yeah. Something like this isn't nearly as exciting as collecting everything in vanilla Minecraft, especially when he sticks himself in situations where it's really easy to die. Maybe I should start getting into the habit of doing that. Quarried stone. It's a railcraft thing. But, I'm out of torches. And hopefully it'll be daytime, so let's head back up. Yeah, when it comes to something like this, I'm probably not going to make the most intelligent of decisions, like forgetting a whole bunch of necessary things, such as torches. Torches are kind of important. Let's do that. I'm gonna grab some more coal to get the copper started. Have I gotten anything new here? I don't have anything else to collect, but mystical agriculture doing its thing. Stop opening the door. Right, it's starting to become daytime. I'm thinking let's get some sheep taken care of. You know, I remember starting this recording at aren't you just a horrific thing? But I remember starting recording about 3:30. It is 4:15. Has it already been that long? It has been 39 minutes of dead air and complete silence. Well, that'll be first video. Absolutely, I don't know. Well, on to recording the second one. That, if anyone's interested in watching the second one, we'll be seeing the day after this one. See ya.